Hello and welcome to another edition of In the Kitchen with Pen at Christmas, and today I'm going to be getting a little bit saucy, and the sauce we're making today is bread sauce. Now you can buy packets of bread sauce. I dare say you can even buy it ready-made and chilled. Don't know about that one, but it wouldn't surprise me. But making your own is simply the best, and it's so simple. You'll wonder why you haven't made it before. So I'm just going to run you through the ingredients. So you will need 300 ml of milk, and I've got that in a saucepan. You will need 100 grams of breadcrumbs. Now the breadcrumbs, don't use dried. Don't use dried, use fresh breadcrumbs, but your bread needs to be a couple of days old to get the best results, because you'll really soak up those flavours. So milk, breadcrumbs, then you need a whole onion, and I've chopped my onion into 4, and I have studded it with 14, why 14? That's what I got in the jar. Cloves, not garlic cloves, cloves. So I've studded it. So this onion is now going in with the milk. Then I'll need about half a dozen peppercorns. We all know what a peppercorn looks like, but there you go, half a dozen, or just over. I think I've got 8 there. Peppercorns in, and 3 bay leaves. Okay, so they're all in with the milk. Forget that for now. The other ingredients you will need are salt, white pepper. It must be white pepper. Don't use black pepper in this, please, please, please. You'll need a good knob of butter. It's Christmas. You're going to need a little bit of double cream. 75 ml to be exact. And you're going to need some nutmeg. Now, when it comes to nutmeg, you can buy it ground, yeah, you can, but trust me, whole nutmeg that you grind yourself will taste so much better. You'll be really glad you did. So I'm going to move you so that you can see what we're doing, and we'll get started. Right, hopefully you can see. So I've got my pan with the milk, the onion studded with the cloves, the bay leaves and the peppercorns, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it on. Switch it on, and what we want to do is we want to bring this to a boil, and once it's boiled we are going to turn it down and we're going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. So let's pop a lid on so it will boil quicker. Lid penny. Anyway, I'll find the right lid and bring you back when it's boiling. Well, this didn't take long to start boiling, so it's going down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it for 10 minutes, and that's on a gentle simmer. I'll move things around so that the onions and the bay leaves and the cloves are all infused in this milk. That's it, I'm just turning them over, as you can see. That's it, and that will just have the 10 minutes just simmering. Once it's had its 10 minutes simmer, I'm going to leave it to completely get all those beautiful flavours in there to infuse for 30 minutes before we do anything else. Right, our milk with all the flavourings in it had its 10 minutes simmer. It's now sat and infused for 30 minutes, and I have strained it all off. So in there I have a completely clear milk, infused, so full of flavour you wouldn't believe. Okay, and I'm just going to put it on to a very low heat. The lowest that it will go, in fact. And I'm going to add in the breadcrumbs. Excuse me. And we are just going to add these in and let it do its thing for about 5 or 10 minutes. So stir it in, and as you can see, the breadcrumbs, the milk soaks up into these breadcrumbs really quite quickly. I'm just going to, won't go any lower than that. And I mean, even like that, it certainly smells better than any packet mix I've ever had. So I'm just going to leave that completely alone for a few minutes just to do its thing, and then, well, I'm not going to leave it completely alone, but I'm going to be stirring it so it doesn't stick, but you don't need to see me doing that. Right, we've had about 5 minutes, so now I'm going to add in the 75 mils of double cream. I mean, it's Christmas, it comes but once a year, so can't indulge at Christmas. When can we? Oh, God. Right, and now I need to add some salt. And I'm going to add probably about half a teaspoon of salt, and similar of pepper, white pepper. Really need to emphasise white pepper, not your black stuff. You do not want to ruin the look of this with black pepper. And then your whole nutmeg that you're going to grate. It has much better flavour and aroma than the ready grated stuff that you can buy. And obviously this is purely to taste. So stir that through, and then, oh God, I wish you could smell this, I really do. That's it, that's done, so I need to taste it. Take a little bit more salt, some more pepper, and definitely some more nutmeg. Taste. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Right, now this is ready. You can now freeze it. Take it out of the freezer. Let's have a look at you. Now that this bread sauce is made, you can put it into a bag, you can freeze it, get it out the night before and just heat it through in a pan, add a little bit more cream or milk on Christmas Day and serve it warm at the table. But once you've made your own, I promise you, I really do, you will never ever buy a packet mix again, because this is truly scrumptious. The smells are just beautiful, and you know that, well, you know exactly what's in there. If you like lots of nutmeg, you add lots of nutmeg. Do you know what I forgot? A knob of butter. A knob of butter. So if, like me, you've forgotten your knob of butter once you've added your breadcrumbs, add it when you're warming it up the next day, because it'll be just as nice. But you can add lots of nutmeg, you can add more pepper, you can add more salt. It's all to do with your taste. It's your Christmas, it's your taste. So thank you for watching this episode of In the Kitchen with Pen and her rather delicious bread sauce, minus the pepper, minus the butter, and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. If you'd like to see more of what we get up to in the kitchen, click here.
And if you'd like to subscribe, please click here. And obviously don't forget to tick that ding-a-ling.
It's down there.
That ding-a-ling.